All you gotta do is leave it better than you found it. It's gonna get difficult to stand, but hold your balance. I just say whatever, cause there is no way you're round it. Everyone falls down sometime, but you just gotta know it'll all be fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Feeling good, like I should. When in dark, walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Hey, some days you wake up and nothing works, you feel surrounded. Gotta give your feet some gravity to get you grounded. Keep good things inside your ears just like the waves and sound it. And just say whatever, cause there is no way you're grounded. Everyone falls down sometime, but you just gotta know it'll all be fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Feeling good, like I should. When in dark, walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Said I don't wanna leave you lonely. You gotta make me change my mind. Baby, I got your number. Oh, and I know that you got mine. You know that I called you.
Hello. Are you guys tired of seeing my face? No, me neither. Thank you guys for coming to Mariah's comedy show. She loved comedy so much. She actually wrote a comedy bit, and I was going to do it for you, but I can't read her handwriting, so I'm going to translate it and get really good at it and do it at her party in September, so, or something like that. Or maybe I'll just steal her material. She's not going to use it. Dark joke. You know what's funny is like I used to have dark humor, and then this happened, and then my mom's is like way worse now. It's really funny, but she gets my jokes now, don't you, Mom? She's like, yeah, comedy. It's gonna be good. I picked out this lineup out of comedians in Boise that Mariah saw a lot and loved a lot, as much as I love all of them. That being said, without further ado, I'm going to introduce your first comedian. He's a wonderful man. Love him very much. He's kind of like my personal punching bag when I'm sad. I'm just like, I'm going to make you feel worse. And he's like, yeah. I like this. This is the only feeling I know. So please welcome to the stage the very talented Victor Pellegrino, everyone.
Woo! Yeah! I'm gonna take this off. Yeah! Oh my god, oh my god. Thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you for doing this show. I have no idea what to say. It's Man, what a difficult year 2020 has been. This current year, 2020, how difficult it has been. Agreed. So my name is Victor Pellegrino. I have a speech impediment, and I am a gimpy. And if you look on the internet, you'll find that there are a lot of people that are really into that. Is anybody from the internet? Oh, good. They're everywhere. So I decided to. I recently kind of developed panic attacks. I've been having those for a couple years now. They often happen when I wake up. You know, it's like every day. Every day is just a continuation of a nightmare. So there was like a time that I woke up. I have this fan, a very long fan, kind of looks like a dude. Put a hat on it to give it a personality. Woke up one day, I saw this fan dude just staring at me. Naturally I think, that's an intruder. I'm gonna beat the shit out of it. And that's what I did, I attacked my only fan, and just another time I was sleeping on my arm, and when you sleep on your arm, you put pressure on it, it goes to sleep. Your arm is asleep, and I was grabbing my asleep arm, and I thought, you know what? This is a person inside my bed. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to attack this person. Which I did. I proceeded to hit this guy that was me. Multiple times. And after a while, it started to hurt. So I'm like, you know what? He's fighting back. I'm gonna need to hit him a little bit harder now. It is kind of a freaky situation because I did recently develop one of those relationships, and it does kind of make me wonder. It's like, am I going to hit her when I wake up? We'll figure that out. There will be stuff to talk about. I'm sorry, it's just my father raised me this way. Just make up lie after lie. We do have kids in the audience tonight, right? Okay, just checking. Hey kids, how cool is it that your parents have brought you to a comedy show? They're probably just, playing with cards. It's yeah. I don't think I have any kids, but I kind of like to think that I'm a young lad myself, just kind of going through the motions and stuff. I need a haircut. I need a lot of things, but you can't have them. What? Nothing? I don't know what I'm doing. Does anybody else know what I'm doing here? Glad that you're just kind of letting me ramble on about stuff that I don't understand. Just now I'm trying to think about what I need to say. Because it's like, I haven't done comedy in that long of a time. I have done it a little bit. I hosted an open mic here for about a month and a half, and it was an online open mic, which means people did not need to come. And it was this weird feeling because, back in the day, and I know that a lot of people find this hard to believe, but if there was no audience, that means the show got canceled. Now you don't really have that. You don't really have that excuse. But doing comedy in a pandemic can be a little bit frightening because there are certain lines that comedians like to fall back on that we can't use anymore. And I'm going to give you an example on some of those lines. Hi, how's everybody doing tonight? Why are you sitting so far back? Come closer. Just a few lines that comedians can't say anymore. It's times are changing. It's great. I love it. I love suffering. I love every day. I love every day, you know, wondering when I'm gonna have a pleasant dream. They're always coming. I mean, like, the kids these days, they don't know what I'm talking about. They don't know what it's like to earn night meals. The one time that I did like perform in front of kids was like at a charity event, and it's like, and like their parents would actually come up to me and say, "Yeah, we're gonna like use them as an example on what not to do." Because of your inspiration. In fairness, I did tell them that they should go to college and graduate. I told them that like they're not going to be happy as adults, and I remember when I was a kid, and I said I can't wait to grow up. You know, I can't wait to drive. I never learned to drive. I never got a license. So what else? I find that during a pandemic, watching the news is one of the worst things you could do. And I'll give you an example. It's like there was a time that I felt at my absolute lowest. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was lost. And I turned on the TV, I turned on the news, and the president told me to drink bleach. So maybe mainstream media is not really something that you will want to follow on. I remember another article when there was a church that was like insisting on being open, and like the man asked this wonderful woman, "Hey, aren't you afraid of COVID?" And her response was, "The blood of Jesus will protect me." And my response to that is, that's how you get HIV. And I don't think the mixture of HIV with COVID is the best decision. I mean, like, I guess it's your body. I could think of better things that do not go well. Actually, from my understanding, COVID doesn't really go well with anything. I mean, like, it's best that you just fight it by yourself. If that's an option for you. But you know, a lot of people it isn't, and that's fine. I also mean, like, I did get a new job. I got a job at a nursing home. I am a dietary aide, and what a dietary aide is, it's a dishwasher that can poison people. That's my that's my job as a dietary aide. And you know, because of the COVID thing, like they're having us take these temperatures, and like they just, it's amazing how little they care. I came in one day, I got a temperature of 100, and the guy was like, "Yeah, man, hey, you rode your bike here, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." "Oh, you'll be fine." They don't care. It's amazing. And now I am getting like, we get tested for COVID twice, but the nurses got lazy with it. I for a few weeks now have been taking my own COVID test. I have been shoving a stick up my own nose and doing it myself. Why they trust me to do this, I don't know. I was like, you know, I'm kind of nervous about this. Like, are you really... Like, so you just saying you don't have the confidence to pick your own nose, she said. And my response was, not when it's going to kill people. I don't want that on my conscience anymore. Like, I've done so many awful things as it is. Okay, you know, I believe that is my time. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight.
You would think I would learn how to use a microphone. Keep it going for Victor Pellegrino, everybody. Do you see why I make him sad? He likes it. All right, next coming to the stage, I actually used to date this guy. No, it's kind of a funny story. So, dark one, okay? When Mariah was losing her memory, she's like, "Who are you dating?" And I was like, "Eric." And she's like, "Why?" And I think it's because she secretly always loved Oleg so much because he could make her laugh all the time. She would quote his jokes back to me, and I was like, "Yeah, I know. I left the good one. I know." So please welcome to the stage the very funny, the very talented Oleg Shevchuk, everyone.
Oh, big round of applause for Haley, who is hosting, and Victor, my son. We actually go to bars together and try to convince chicks that he's my son, which is... I didn't realize how scumbaggy that sounded until I said it out loud. But it is a true story. There is kids here, too. I saw that Victor was like, "How does it feel being at a comedy show?" I bet one of the kids was like, "I want to be like him." And she's like, and then the mom's like, "When he grows up," and he'll be like, "He's a grown-up?" I'm sorry if I seem nervous today. This is only my third funeral that I've performed at this year. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. Guys, I have this hobby called car barring. Does anybody else in the audience car bar? Does anyone not know what car barring is? You know what? I bet you the kids know, but they don't want their parents to know that they know. Car barring, brief explanation, is drinking in your car. Get on board with that? Don't tell me you're not on board with that. I saw a couple of people's uncles out in the fucking parking lot before I came here. Here's the thing, when I'm barring with my buddy Chet, I'll say, and we see a police officer roll by, I'll look at him and I'll go, "Yo, bro, po-po for show, po-po for show." And that's just a thuggish, ruggish bone way of saying, "There's a police officer right there. Maybe lower your drink. We're in a vehicle." But there was this one time I was with my boy Chet, and we saw a cop, and he was a Mormon cop. And you're thinking to yourself, how did I know he was Mormon? He was on a bicycle. He had a name tag on. And he had a crow on his shoulder with poofy hair, and then my favorite Insane Clown Posse song came on the radio. And I said, "Yo, bro, Momo po-po for show, Momo po-po. Oh, crow fro. Hell no, Juggalo radio for show. Drink some Fago. Where the magnets come from? I don't know for show, bro." Seriously, though, can you put your fucking drink down, Chet? There's a cop right there. And that's the stupidest joke I've ever written. You got any Star Wars fans in the audience? You like seen The Mandalorian? I got some juicy little trivia for you if you like Star Wars. If you'd like to hear it. Not a lot of people know. Okay, one person. Where's all the energy in this room? Oh, it's after a funeral. Here's a juicy piece of trivia. Did you know Chewbacca was originally supposed to be played by Arnold Schwarzenegger? Correction, that is the stupidest joke I've ever written. A little bit more about myself. I have Tourette's. Anyone else in the audience have Tourette's? Just yell out shitty britches. I am so alone. Thanks. Here's the thing. People think Tourette's is the cussing disease, and in very severe cases it is. It's called corpolia. I have a much milder case than that, so it's really not that bad. It's just physical and verbal tics. It's just like having the hiccups for the rest of your life. I have 3 main tics. My first tic is shushing people, and I hate that one more than anything. Nothing more obtrusive than being shushed by someone. Someone goes, shh, like, who the fuck is that asshole? When I shush people, I wish I had corpolia, because then at least I'd be like, holy shit, slap it, donkey dick. And then someone would be like, he is really enjoying that bowl of corn chowder over there. I'll have what he's having. But instead it's like, shh, it's like, he shushes me one more time, Gina. I also shrug and bob, like a neglected pet parrot or whatever dance they were doing before the show. I'm not sure. I tried to join in, but it was making my Tourette's go off. And I hum, And the more nervous I get, the more Tourette's, the more nervous I get, the more nervous I get, the more violent my Tourette's becomes. It's a vicious cycle. It's ruining my dating life and also past relationships. If I go on a date with a girl I don't want her to know I have Tourette's right off the bat, you gotta ease them into that. So I try and hide it. I went on a date with a girl and I said, so tell me about yourself, Johanna. Because that's what my dating voice sounds like. And she said, oh, okay, well, I'm originally from Boise, and did you just shush me? No, well, yeah, you didn't hear that ruckus on yonder? I heard a ruckus on yonder. You didn't hear that ruckus on yonder? There's a ruckus on yonder. I did not. Oh, so sorry to interrupt. Then please proceed. There's a ruckus on yonder. I heard it. So I'm originally from Boise, and I'm studying to be a nurse, and oh my God, are you gonna puke? No. I'm just constipated. That is disgusting. I am aware. So I'm studying to be a nurse, and for the first time ever, I saw a baby being born, and it was the most magical thing ever. So sorry, phone's on vibrate. Put it on silent, you have my full attention. Oleg, that wasn't a phone, that was your hand. Shh. Oh, Shank Redemption's a fucking great movie. Am I right? It's like 100% on the Rotten Tomatoes. What the hell does that have to do with anything, Oleg? What are you doing? I was just agreeing with you. Good thing you said there. Oleg, what the hell is going on? Shh. Bop ba dip da ba doo wop. Bip da ba doo da ba. You like Hanson? Where are those guys at? I haven't seen. Back in the day, I totally wanted to fuck the lead singer until I found out he was a dude. What the hell is going on, Oleg? Shh. Oh, that's new. Shh. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Johanna. I have Tourette's, and I have Tourette's, and I tried to hide it from you, and it's because I didn't want to scare you away. And you know why, Johanna? It's because I really like you. Really? Is that it? Yeah. Oleg, I don't care. If you have Tourette's, in fact, I'm growing a soft spot for you. Well, that's great, because I'm growing a hard spot for you. What the fuck did you just say to me? That was also Tourette's. So it is good for some things when I say something really fucking stupid. I could just blame it on that. How much is time for the light? Okay, I'm not going to do a joke, but I just want to do a story real quick because this happened like a week ago with Ben and Kyle and me. Where'd Kyle go? There you are with your mask. And I'll tell you this story because it's really funny. From his side he was sitting in the truck while Ben was getting something out of the gas station, and I walked out, and his friend goes, "That guy looks like he just robbed the place." And Kyle was like, "That's my sister's ex-boyfriend, Alec. Why is he wearing women's clothing? And I will explain to you why." I had to go to the ATM to a gas station that was a block away, and I am living at my mom's house because she lives in Egypt right now. And I got a free place to crash during a pandemic. It's fucking sweet. So I walk a couple blocks, and I've decided to wear all of my mom's weird clothing because no one's gonna recognize me. I have a mask on. And I literally walk out, and I was like, "Oleg!" I'm like, "Oh shit, hey, I'm wearing my mom's clothing." Because I thought this would be funny. And I guess it was, right? It was a pretty funny story. Guys, Mariah was all important to us. I loved her. She's my favorite sass pants of all time. Guys, thanks for inviting me down. You have a wonderful night.
Keep it going for Oleg Shevchuk, the lady dresser. Mariah's favorite joke of his was the raspberry joke, but I didn't tell you that because I didn't want you to tell that joke. Because
You would have liked that.
Ben and I agree that the raspberry joke, it's good. You follow him if you want to hear it. It's good stuff. All right, let's keep this show going. The next comedian I have coming up, he actually was he started the most recent of all of us. Yeah, looks like it. It's you, right, Brent? Okay, good. He started the most recent, and I remember putting him on the Comic of the Month one time when my sister was judging, and she was like, "I don't think he was ready." So this is a little more practice for him to get ready. He's actually a very great comedian. I love him very much. Keep it going for Brett Haney, everybody.
No pressure whatsoever. I think I debated too if I should tell the joke that I definitely think she wasn't too fond of. But I was like, no, but maybe, who knows? I'm a recluse, am I right? I know what you're all thinking. That's not the right way you use that word. It is. I've started a new thing. And it will catch on. Gosh, I don't have to talk so close. What's up, gang? Everybody? I'm Brett, like it's been said. Shit. So, I found out some new information. I'm a tall guy, as you can all tell. And somebody was like, there was a study that short people are just more aggressive to tall people. And I was like, dude, that is so true, even for me. Whenever I see another tall person, I fucking get a little upset. I'm sorry, children. I wasn't aware of the credentials. Earmuffs. Is that appropriate? I don't know. I see someone tall, as tall as me, if not taller, and I get upset. Be at the grocery store and I see him over the aisle. Hi! I run over there and we just start fighting and beating each other with our necks like giraffes. Just slamming each other. Gosh, it makes so much sense that shorter people get upset. And it makes a lot more sense now when I sing Short People by Randy Newman at karaoke. And if you don't know that song, it's literally shitting all over short people. It's the worst song. It says he wishes they're dead at parts in that song. It's a terrible song. And my girlfriend's like 5 feet tall. And that's why I thought it would be so funny to sing it in front of a room full of people. Gosh, 2020 is in the dust. It's behind us. One of my favorite things that I brought out of 2020 is I do this new thing where I go to shoot something into like a trash can or something, and I'll yell, "Kobe!" and just throw it extremely hard at the ground. Like it's a mountain or something. Okay. Yeah. I gauged the room. You can handle it, I think. Worse things have happened recently than Kobe Bryant time. We can laugh at him. He's a basketball player. Yeah, like a year ago, like almost. I'm doing the thing about comedy is it's timing plus tragedy or something. I read that in a book somewhere, I think. I don't know. It was after Mariah was like, this kid's not ready. I bought all the books. Took it to heart. What else did I bring out of 2020? I read an article from the New York Post. Doctors are begging men to quit masturbating with banana peels. I know. I had the same, enough people were coming in that doctors had to go to the New York Post and was like, listen, this is news. Get it out there. I want to know how many men were going in that just, and what was the conversation even like? Like, hey, doc, And they're like, well, what are you doing? Well, I've been fucking fruit, I thought it was cool. I don't know. And then I just wonder what kind of suggestions maybe were the doctor like, okay, maybe like a nice fruit salad instead of the banana. A classic apple pie, They made a whole movie about that. It got me thinking, I'm a little plant nerd. I was like, maybe anything from the cucurbit family. And for those that don't know what the cucurbit family is, it's pumpkin, squash, zucchini, watermelon, honeydew. anything hollow, I think it's okay to put your dick in. But I'm not a doctor. Like Victor said, me and President Trump are not doctors. Don't listen to anything we have to say. It's really not relevant. Let's see. Gosh, 2020. Kobe. Sorry. What else happened? Thanksgiving and the holidays were small. For Thanksgiving, I was in charge of bringing a side, just like normal things, and I decided to bring THC gravy. I read about THC. This is genius. And so we're at the dinner table, and it's going around, and it's like, it's pour, pass, Grandma. Quit bogarting that gravy boat. I want some more of that. What else? 2020. I adopted a dog. Yeah, he's really cute. His name's Lieutenant Sniffles, which I think fits him perfectly because he's an ex-drug dog. So, and the thing is, I've always wanted to get an ex-drug dog so I could give him everything he's been searching for. He's a good boy. We've turned it into a game. We hide it around, and he brings it. It's great. No, he's cool. He's my partner. We were driving out on some Cuna Road one time, smoking a doobie, going back and forth, and I like to imagine Lieutenant Sniffles as Denzel Washington from Training Day. So, he's kind of bent around a little bit. And we're smoking, and I look over, and I see this house. It's up on some pallets. I'm like, did someone steal this person's basement? They're going to come home pissed. Someone stole my fucking basement. And I'm like, what do you think about this, Lieutenant Sniffles? And he's like, I don't know, but we got to get to the bottom of it. There's no basement. Lieutenant, how are we going to get to the bottom of it? I'm like, what is this, Lieutenant Sniffles? That's PCP, for those that have seen the movie. And now Lieutenant Sniffles and I were hitting 88 in my CRX, and we're in the future. I'm so glad you're on board because this is the joke Mariah didn't like too much. We're in the future, and Lieutenant and I, we've got a gambling problem. Lieutenant and I are gambling on the next Summer Olympics for Mexico to win the pole vaulting. That was funnier when the wall was such a big issue. It's losing steam, and I was like so excited that the Summer Olympics, because the Summer Olympics were supposed to happen in 2020 and they didn't, so I was like, yeah, gonna ride this joke another year. And you guys have all, or it just sucks, and Mariah, she was right all along, just like, gosh. 2021. What's a good thing that's happened today? Betty White still made it around. She's still kicking the coronavirus ass. I have a funny joke about that, but I have something funny I'd rather say instead. So just know that Betty White's doing good, according to the internet. From the 10 minutes I've been up here and what you've learned from me, you can tell that I'm not very confrontational, I think. And I'll give you one last example before I go. Before BC, before COVID times, we were out at a bar, my partner and I, and some dude was like kissing her hand and being like real weird. And so she's like flagging me over. This is my boyfriend. And I come up and I go and grab his hand. And give his hand a kiss and just stare this man in his eyes. And so the moral of that story is don't try to fight me because I might fuck you. All right, thank you.
Keep it going for Brett Haney, everybody. I probably shouldn't have told you that about Mariah. She's like, don't tell him, he's getting better. Don't tell him. But I'm mean, so I did. Our next comic coming to the stage is one of my best friends. She's also hilarious. She started, I started comedy, and I watched her, and I was like super fangirling over her. I was like, hi. And then I realized I was gay, and no, I'm just kidding. I knew I was wanting to comedy. I knew I was gay before that. But I knew I was gay, and I liked comedy once I saw her. So, wow, this was a bad introduction. I'm so sorry. She's gonna make it up because she's awesome. Keep it going for the talented Reese Samuel.
It's okay, Haley, I'm attracted to you as well. It's all right. We went on tour together one time, and we kept making jokes like, haha, we're going to run away and never come back. And then after about a month, I was like, we need to stop saying that. I was like, I really feel like it might come true. So don't want to get my hopes up for nothing. Oh, my goodness, you all. So a little bit more about me. I have anxiety. It's super great. So I like to make it as terrifying as possible to leave my home. The other day I was on a video call with one of my friends and decided to drink a couple of cups of coffee. Had some coffee, have some coffee. Oh, you know what? Hey, guess what? Let's smoke a bowl together. That sounds like a good idea. Oh no, what's this? I'm pacing around the house a lot. I'm pacing a lot. Oh, is this a lot of anxiety? Am I feeling anxious right now? Oh shit, what did you eat today? Oh, I don't know what I ate today. You know what? Hey, let's eat a peach. Yeah, a peach. That's totally enough food for 2 more cups of coffee. Let's fucking do it. Let's fucking live on the wild side. Well, we're feeling adventurous. Oh no, but we have to go outside now? Okay, yeah, I can do this. Just get ready. Get into this 2-ton vehicle. Keep driving down the road. 2020, what happened in 2020? Fire, tornadoes. There was an earthquake here in March. Remember that earthquake? I do remember that earthquake. Oh my gosh, is everybody on the road being safe? Am I being safe? Am I okay? Hey, it's okay. We're on adventure. It's all right. But you may crash into that ravine, which may cause you to drown, which is your biggest fear. How you doing, buddy? Oh shit, do I work today? I thankfully did not. It was good. So my anxiety is a little intense. I used to drink to help with that. P.S. doesn't help. In case nobody told you, makes it way worse. But no, I've been sober from alcohol for a little bit now, and it's great because it's like I'm a bartender and a lot of my friends drink, so being around alcohol isn't like a trigger for me. So raise your glasses, please. Raise them. Put them up in the air for Mariah and for your bartender and everybody. So cheers, y'all. But no, it is kind of cool, though, because being sober, I can get out of almost any social situation. It's like, oh, I'm just going to go. Is it because of the alcohol? Sure, yeah. It has nothing to do with the fact that I just watched a stepbrother and a stepsister make out, but this is Idaho, y'all. Okay. And you know, actually come to think about it, don't think they would have done it without the alcohol. So yeah, you're right, it is because of the alcohol. But any social situation, birthday weeks, no thank you, I'm good. Have fun, Terry, appreciate ya. Bachelorette parties, oh God, no thank you. No dick crowns for me. I am good. It's like weddings, oh, weddings are so perfect. And then my friend's like, but it's a dry wedding, Reese. I'm like, fuck. There are a lot of Mormons in Idaho, and I know a lot of them. I do. But not drinking for me is great. I find myself in a lot less trees. So it's always nice. I don't know how you all get when you drink, but when I get drunk, I like to climb shit and then forget how to get down. So just so you're aware, the Boise Fire Department will come get ya. Yep, super great, and it's not as sexy as you think. Nope, not this big, strong firefighter coming to rescue you out of a tree. No, it's more like you step into this little bucket, and you're like, I'll bake you some zucchini bread. Turns out they like banana chocolate chip. They were ungrateful, so. I haven't done that joke in a while. No, but like, honestly, throughout my entire sobriety, it had never been challenged more until this year. Back in March, I was leaving my job. I just found out, well, we were closing as of that night. And I was walking with our dishwasher through the Grove. We were just talking about hockey and everything, and not even addressing the fact that we were both jobless. We had no idea when we were going to see each other again. And then I get to Liquid, the old comedy club, and I see all of my friends, maybe not all of them, a good chunk, and they were just all in this bliss. They were laughing, they were having a wonderful time, and I wanted that. I craved that bliss. And then I watched a stepbrother and stepsister make out, and I was like, you know what? No, I'm good. I am fucking straight. I will see you guys later. Shot of ginger beer, please. Non-alcoholic. But honestly, like during this pandemic, 2020 has like really shit on me in the last few months, but the beginning of it wasn't so bad. Like I got really into board games during quarantine. It was great. And and like as like there's like this whole new lingo that I learned that went along with board games. P.S. I'm a nerd in case you couldn't tell. And I was like, oh, so finding out that like this game that was my favorite was a deck building, dice rolling worker placement game. All right, cool, I got it. Now give me all the colorful chips because I still want to eat them. I'm still 12. P.S. Don't smoke a bowl and then put your snacks next to the board games. Your teeth will thank you later. That was my fault. But yeah, I also got married. And thank you. I got married in August. It was beautiful. It was great. I love my partner. He's just as socially awkward as I am. We actually met in the most romantic way. I was drunk and he could feed me. So, solid foundation, apparently. So, but I was really happy that we got to meet in a raw one-on-one moment, and I didn't have to use like Bumble or Tinder or anything back then, because I wouldn't be very good at it, y'all. My profile would read something along the lines of, half-black female living in Idaho. No, I'm not the prize at the end of your sex scavenger hunt. Please continue. I'm flat-chested. Actually, you know what? That's not true. I'm not flat-chested. I got a cup and a pinch. Gets the job done. It's just what I think the recipe called for, okay? But then I know me. I would get way too personal with the details, like the carpet does in fact match the drapes. Oh yeah, in color, length, and in temperament. So, gear up. And it's like, my second profile picture would be a picture of me when I first wake up in the morning, just to give them a good idea of what's going on down here. So, and white women, please stop coming and talking to me about your knotted, wind-blown hair, because if I don't trim this up right, I gotta cut a dread out of it, okay? Nobody wants that. It's not a fun sight to see or experience. So, Haley, I hope your whole family doesn't hate me after this. So, are the children gone? I can't tell. Oh, no, they're still back there. Oh, shit. I kind of forgot until just now. I'm so sorry. Hey-oh, so where do I want to go from here? Oh, you want me to do, okay, the dog joke. Man, you really want them to hate me. So my partner and I, do have animals. We just recently got a cat. I don't have any jokes yet for her. The only thing I can think of is that I figured out pretty quick that I am not a cat person. Not the cat person I thought I was. But it's okay. He's a cat person, so that's great. And she's a terror. Please come save me and my dog. Okay? But our dog, his name is Hank, and he is beautiful. He's a little brindle babe, and he was a Hurricane Harvey rescue. First dog that at least I've ever owned in my adult life, and my partner and I, he and I had to learn some things the hard way. Like maybe don't have sex with each other while the dog is in the room. Just saying, there's no faster way for a person to lose a boner when the dog licks their asshole. And then don't laugh afterwards. It really doesn't help the situation. He threw me into a wall, and I was like, you get one. That's a solid one. Man, okay. So something I had to learn the hard way, maybe don't leave your diva cup on the counter. It looks suspiciously like a chew toy. Sir, do you know what a diva cup is? I'm so proud of you. I usually have to explain it. And LJ, one of our lovely comedians you'll see later, there was at one point during a comedy show, he and another comedian were talking about it. And I had looked over and addressed it, and they were like, and he says, well, I understand what it is and what it's for. I just don't understand the application process. And I was like, boo-boo, that's not for you, okay? I really hope no female is gonna ask you to assist in the application process. But I am coming to the end of my time here, and I performed at Comic of the Month several times and had Mariah be the guest judge, and she always just had positive things to say about every comic. I think she had a hard time giving feedback and being like, no, but it was great. It was really cool. But there was one joke that I know that she really enjoyed that I did on one of my sets there, and I'm just gonna do it for you. So like I said, I do work restaurant industry, and I have a lot of hate in my heart. I'm a very angry person. And I sometimes like to take Disney songs and make parodies of them just to kind of get me through the day. So I'm gonna sing that song for you all. Also, if you have celiac disease, this isn't for you. So, I can murder the world. Vegetarians and vegans, you say you're gluten-free, that's some bullshit. No one believes your lies. Your server hates you. They want to stab you in the eye. But 'cause they're broke as shit and need your tip, I guess you'll live to see another day. Have a good day, y'all.
Reese Samuels, everybody, make sure to tip your bartender. They were working hard for you tonight. Yeah. All right, we are going to bring up your next comedian, which I remember is LJ, right? No, Ian? What was the list? God damn it, guys. You're supposed to be prepared. It's LJ. I was right. Okay, cool. I made the list. LJ Sullivan is a dear friend of mine, and also Mariah loved him. She would come out every time at Mad Swede whenever he was doing his stuff, so she just couldn't get enough of him. She was like, he's got what it takes. He is an anti-Brett. Oh, burn! All right. Keep it going for LJ Sullivan, everybody. Brett, she does like you. I'm so sorry.
What is up, dearly beloved motherfuckers? Konnichiwa, bitches. Ni hao mao, sluts. And buongiorno, cunts. I don't give a fuck if there's kids in the room. Look. Look, my podcast, it got a French listener and a Canadian listener, so I figured let's take this bitch international. So that's what I'm doing. Oh man. Weird times, you know? Weird times. I've been trying to figure it out, you know? Our grandparents had World War II, Winston Churchill. Epic. Our parents had Vietnam, Walter Cronkite. It fucking defined a generation. We got COVID-19 and Joe Rogan. What the fuck happened? Not sure if y'all could tell by my generally disheveled demeanor, but I'm single. I think the reason for that is, you know, my idea of a hot date, you know, let's get together, let's smoke a joint, let's watch a JFK assassination documentary, you know what I'm saying? Just let's get to the bottom of this shit together, babe. Let's just... Who do you think did it? Nah, multiple shooters, that's a given. That obvious. Who do you think's responsible? The CIA, in conjunction with the mafia. That's why I fucks with you, babe. You think outside the Pentagon, he said lovingly to his fake girlfriend in the bit. Look, quarantine and this whole COVID-19 situation, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Don't know if you've been hearing the news about the vaccines and shit. It's on the way. We got to be patient. But we have a very critical decision to make right here and right now, tonight. What do we call the time after this? Because the kids came up with a name for this shit quick. Quarantine. It's trending on Twitter. That's what it is. But what about the time after this? What is that? What is that? The reemergence? The wakening? Or should we just call it fuckapalooza? Because this whole year ain't nobody been fucking, but everybody wants to be fucking. So as soon as everybody can be fucking again, we fucking again. Look, I had to walk myself off of a ledge the other day. I was watching TV, Carl's Jr. commercial came on. And I had to say out loud to myself, hey, LJ, you cannot masturbate to this cheeseburger right now. You cannot. This will be the end of you as we speak. You cannot. Your character is defined by what you do when you are alone. You cannot do this, right? And I had a comedian come up to me one time when I was first figuring out that joke. And he said, what do you mean? Do you mean you were masturbating to the cheeseburger or you were masturbating while eating a cheeseburger? And I said, look, man, I like where your head's at. But here's the thing. If you're masturbating while eating a cheeseburger, that's just impressive. That's just multitasking. That's just, you figured some shit out that the rest of us aren't ready for. Masturbating to the image of a cheeseburger on screen is just not, you don't want to go there. You don't want to be a part of that. I didn't do it. But that bit is a great segue into this next one. Y'all ever at home just hanging out, chilling, minding your own business, and then suddenly your heart hurts? You get some chest pains, and you think to yourself, hey man, you're 25, cool it with the Wendy's triple stacks, because this should not be happening right now. But then you got another voice in your head that chimes in like, nah, baby, listen. That pain in your chest is not the Wendy's triple stack. It's the crippling loneliness you carry with yourself at all times. But you know when you don't feel so alone? When you don't feel anything at all? When you're eating that Wendy's triple stack, baby, that's right. Anybody in here ever had a Wendy's triple stack? Anybody? Okay, my man right over here. Cool. All right, awesome, cool. So we all got a problem. There's going to be a meeting after this. We're going to work through it together. 12-step program. We got this, man. We can do this. Here's the thing. Once you start climbing that patty ladder at Wendy's, that whole system they have, come in, ask for as many patties as you want. Double, triple, quadruple, 5, 10, 20, whatever you want. The problem with that premise is once you start climbing the ladder, it is impossible to come back down. No, because I tried. Look, I tried. I went through to the drive-thru and I said, hey man, look, so I got some shows coming up trying to slim down, and I just give me the double. large French fries, chocolate frosty for dipping. You know what the fuck it is. You know, yeah. Too much change too soon can be a bad thing. But I put it in my mouth, and it was just like sawdust in my mouth. It didn't hit the same way. You need that third patty. So I was looking for a silver lining through all this shit, and I think I found it. I think I figured it out. John Belushi or Jim Belushi, I get them mixed up. Who's the one who smokes weed? Now, currently, is alive. Jim? All right. John Belushi died by mixing cocaine and heroin intravenously. Yeah, but now that's what we call that. We call it the Belushi. So I'm thinking maybe I could get a cool mixture of fast foods named after me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, man, you don't want to do the old L.J. Sullivan, man. You get a Wendy's triple stack and a Popeyes family meal deal. Then you mainline a McFlurry. They say you see the face of God. Only to join him shortly thereafter. But it's all right, because you know what they got in heaven? Wendy's triple stack. That's right, baby. Oh, thank you guys. Oh, man. Applause break. We don't get those all the time. That was a treat for me. Thank you. Oh, man. So I'm a Star Wars nerd. Somebody up here earlier asked, I can't remember who, but that's me. And I saw something really cool when I went to Portland with Reese for Northwest Black Comedy Festival right before the shit hit the fan in February, right before we knew what was coming. It was weird, it was wild, but we was out there and we was doing it. And I should have been paying attention to a lot of shit. But the one thing that really stuck out to me was this work truck. It was like a Ford F-157Z Octane. I don't know trucks, man. But it was clearly a work truck, and it had some stenciling on the side and a Star Wars font that read Imperial Construction. All right. Okay. Pretty interesting. They had an empire symbol fashioned out of the silhouettes of hammers. Crafty. All right. But here's the thing, and I'm not sure if y'all knew this, but the Empire... the motherfuckers that built the Death Star. The Death Star has some pretty glaring design flaws. Look, I'm just not sure that you want to name your construction company Imperial Construction. I think it's sending all the wrong messages, you know? I'm going to hire you to do a deck, and the neighborhood kids are going to come around, fuck with one little joist, and then the whole deck comes down. The whole deck comes down? God damn it, Luke. I told you to stay out my yard. Tell your mama I told you to stay inside. All right, I'm going to do it. Sometimes I have to explain that joke, and tonight is one of those times. Look, so that was a thinly veiled reference to the whole fact that Darth Vader is indeed Luke Skywalker's father. We're all familiar with the source material. No spoilers here tonight. All right, cool. So Darth Vader is the father, and the dude presumably in the bit is also the father, this little neighborhood kid, but he doesn't want to recognize him. He doesn't want to, but he still feels entitled to tell the mother that he said, stay your ass inside. Anyway. Oh, man, that's the best explanation part of that joke's ever gone. Anyway, I'm going to do one more thing before I get out of here. I'm kind of torn. I'm kind of torn in between, you know, how I want to end this whole thing. And just real quickly, just so I can get a read of the room, just cheer if you're a fan of Marvel, of the whole Marvel cinematic universe. Okay, we got a lot of. It's pretty popular. I would expect that amount of response. Now, cheer if you're a big fan of Quentin Tarantino and his work and the stuff that he does. All right, that was a pretty even spattering of applause and didn't really help me out at all. So, I think we're going to go with the Marvel one. When in doubt, go with mass appeal. So, 2020 has been a weird year. So I've been going back and revisiting all my favorite movies. And one movie that I absolutely love and I had to revisit was Black Panther, you know. R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman, you know. We're here at a celebration of life, and that was another person that we lost 2020. But I had to revisit the movie because I love it just so much. Just so much. You got this black man up on the big screen. He's strong. He's fast. And he's got this suit when he puts it on. Bullets? Can't fuck with him, dude. Then there was this other cat, Luke Cage on Netflix. Y'all remember Luke Cage? So I saw some people shake their head. No, he's like the everyman. He lives in Harlem, and like he's real concerned about his neighborhood. But he's got impenetrable skin. So bullets can't fuck with him, dude. Y'all ever realize if you ask black people what superpower they want? Flying, laser vision, control the elements? Nah, bruh, I'm just trying to get to and from the store with these Skittles. Know what I'm saying? Too soon, not soon enough. Thanks, everybody. I've been LJ Sullivan. I appreciate you.
LJ Sullivan, everybody! Keep it going for him. Yeah. All right, we only have like about 3 comics left for you, so we're getting down to the thing. This next comic who's coming up, actually, I've spent a lot of time with him recently. A lot of time. He's a very good man. He actually was one of the people that Mariah helped get to vote. Well, at least like badgered him until I gave him a ride to go vote. So thanks to him and thanks to Mariah, there was one more Bernie vote in the state of fucking Idaho. So that being said, he's got a good heart and he's funny. So keep it going for Ian Owens, everybody.
Well, hi everybody. Was a fitting introduction. I meant to thank you all for your excellent mask etiquette tonight. I've been to a lot of places recently. I finally moved off of Haley's couch, so I'm living in Caldwell now, and nobody wears a mask, and it's scary. And so thank you all, because obviously, you know, Mariah was very dedicated to healthcare, and I think that's why she wanted a comedy show. She just wanted to parade us in front of you and like, look, these people need help. Get them help, please. I kept on saying there were a lot of children in the room. I thought they were talking about the comedians. Shit. Everybody's got an issue, right? My poison is depression. That's what I'm on. That's what I'm all about. Depression. That's the good stuff. It's real weird though when like people tell you to get help. Like, hey, you're feeling sad. You know what makes me happy? The hospital. That's nothing like going to the hospital to put a pep in my step. Shit. All right, that's amazing. It's great stuff. It's I stopped. I don't really bring alcohol on stage anymore because I got told to stop hiding behind my beer, and now I'm like, it's great. It's I could go in on healthcare. I don't know if how dark we want to get tonight, but we'll keep that one in the back pocket. There was a time I was also on the Comic of the Month, and Mariah was in the judging panel, and she paid me the most genuine compliment, but try to remember This is a stand-up comedy competition, and I am trying to be a comedian. And her judgment was, I felt like I just heard a really smart history professor reading slam poetry. Thanks. I know it was a genuine compliment, because like afterwards she's like, you should really go to slam poetry. I'm like, I really should, but like, this isn't the place. She's awesome. Just thinking about digging that bit up. I haven't done that bit in so long. See if you can find the history professor part. So about 23,000 years ago, I'm going to start at the beginning here. So about approximately, more or less, 23,000 years ago, some motherfucker's hanging out by a river. I don't know, maybe they're foraging for some berries, maybe they're just taking in the sun. But they noticed that the food that they like to gather tends to grow along certain river features where the water's flowing in such a way, and they thought to themselves, if I throw a couple of these rocks around, maybe influence the flow of this river, I might be able to extend the area this food likes to grow at. It won't be so hard to forage for food anymore. And if you have a better weed story than that, look at the water, holy shit, it flows right over the rocks, like that's beautiful. Fuck. Get back to me when your weed story has altered the course of human history for tens of thousands of years. They invented agriculture. Agriculture is responsible for fucking, slavery, deforestation, desertification, the current plague of algae overgrowth in the Florida Everglades. What's the best you've done on weed? You discovered the unparalleled delights of putting ranch dressing on chocolate ice cream. The best natural disaster you're responsible for was witnessed solely by your toilet. Fucking hell. Had to be weed, right? Had to be pot or something similar that got us agriculture in the first place. But somebody looked at that. Cool, man. Altered the flow of water. That's awesome. What do you think? Do you think we can make this go uphill? That had to be crack, right? Weeds over there like, yeah, you try that. I'm going to use a bucket. You ever seen like the parts of Roman aqueducts that are still standing to this day? Those stones are stacked meticulously. Who do you know that stacks shit that meticulously? That's meth. Fucking hell. Oh, that bit used to go somewhere. Does anybody remember where it went? I'm a terrible history teacher. I mean, think about it. Before agriculture, weed was just hemp. This bit is founded on a lie. How the hell did we get to weed from hemp in the first place? That has to be some post-agricultural shit. You start fucking around with plants. They didn't know. How could they have known that they would get stoned off of a plant that never got them stoned before? No, if we just breed this right, trust me, it'll get real good. Some ancient aliens bullshit. No, that has to be some of that post-agriculture. Like, oh, we found out there's boy weed and there's girl weed, and we got to keep them separate because they keep on pollinating. It's an obscene. Then the girl weed got really horny and really sticky and really good to inhale. Now I'm out here giving botany lessons, and I'm not even Brett Haney over here. Brett Haney's talking about cucurbits, and I'm just trying to make a playlist, like Watermelon Man. Let's see, there's Cucumber Slumber. There's a lot of great music that has nothing to do with plants but what is in the title or band name. It's good shit, though. Look it up. Herbie Hancock. Fuck yeah. God, that's fucking jokes, right? I got them. I don't know where. They're somewhere. I know you could probably guess by looking at me, just size, stature, facial composition. I was, yes, a security guard. I did that for a while. But I'm not that security. I didn't want to be a cop. Like, you know, most security. I worked with a lot of them. I know I can say most security guards definitely wanted to be a cop but failed the aptitude test. Right? I had a security guard that was training me one time. We're walking through the Grove downtown. He hears skateboard wheels on the concrete, and he goes, shh. Like, this is a wheels down zone, dude. Who are you about to spring out on? I don't fucking overzealous. You're not a cop. But when I signed on to be a security guard, they gave me a shiny little badge, and they called me Officer Owens. You're trying to blow smoke up my ass. I paid the fucking courthouse $90 and gave him my fingerprints to be called Officer Owens. I didn't earn this shit. But then they handed me back a license that says I'm a private patrol agent. It's Agent Owens, thank you very fucking much. Fucking hell. It was the greatest job. Who here likes their job? Couple of you do. Now, I know you work because you're working now, and I've seen you're actually doing stuff, working. At your job, you do stuff all day, and they give you money to do stuff, right? That's generally a job. Not security. That's the greatest job ever. Your job is to show up, stay awake all night, and watch nothing happen. If something happens, there's a problem, things have not gone to plan, you should call an adult. Fuck yeah, I can do this. They even gave me a phone. Like, we're not going to trust you to bring one with you. Have this phone, call an adult. They're on speed dial, the adults. It was the greatest. I thought it couldn't get any better. My job was just to sit around doing nothing. Apparently, I was so good at sitting around doing nothing, they decided to promote me laterally, which meant I didn't make any more money, but now I got to drive a car all night with heated seats and Bluetooth. I get paid to drive around all night listening to podcasts, smoking dabs. They're gonna pay me for that? They didn't know about the last part, but they paid me. I'm exaggerating a little bit. Every now and then I had to stop the car, get out and touch everybody's doorknobs, which, like, gross, but I guess make sure they're locked. I guess I was a private professional knob fondler. I don't know. That was my job description. Thank you. There was this one building, it was this church / elementary school / daycare / community center / whatever fuck else the Nazarene are doing to take over the world. I was raised Mormon. This is our time. Sorry. No longer Mormon. That's still unpacking that. It was the worst part about this big creepy building. I had to go inside, disable the alarm, walk around it by myself. It's the kind of big enough building where it always sounds like there's a door closing just on the opposite side of the building. But like, I patrolled the whole thing. Nobody else is in here. I turned off the alarm. I'm alone. It's just creepy. So I'm walking through this creepy building, and down like the last 100 yards or so, the last hallway, I'm touching all these knobs. I got a 9x9 pixel art mural of just the creepiest looking Jesus you have ever seen in your life. Like, again, raised Mormon, we had creepy Jesus. Like, whose kid is that Jesus? Like, no, but this was creepier. Like, Jesus got a little smile on his face looking at me like, hey, you've seen what I've done with water. Wait till you see what I do with your wine. No, jeez, Like, I'm gonna wake up with vague memories of being in the back of a carpeted van with Jesus strip dancing more for himself than for me, just your own personal Jesus. That's gonna have to be the end of this joke for tonight. Thank you all very much.
Ian Owens, everybody! I love Ian because he has such dark humor, but I was like, don't do what you're good at now. Don't do that. Not here, not now. All right, guys, your next comedian coming to the stage is the guy I tried to steal his wife from. We're friends. We're good friends. He's forgiven me. Keep it going for Jake Myers, everybody.
I never said I forgive you. Don't make me a liar. Hey, everybody, my name's Jake. What's yours? Cool. All right. So, yeah, like Haley mentioned, I got married this year. It's pretty dope. Thank you. Thank you. I've never hit my wife. So that automatically makes me better than 40% of all police officers. Pretty cool. We're both into gambling. We've got this cute bet going on right now. It's basically whoever lives the longest gets all the stuff. It's pretty adorable, you know. I like it. Yeah, so crazy year. Quarantine and all that shit. I learned a little bit about myself and others this year. It's pretty cool. I learned that 6 feet looks like a lot shorter of a distance than it is. Which brings me to my next point about inches. Ladies. I learned that social distancing is fantastic, not only because I hate crowds anyways, but I also really like farting in public. It just makes it so much easier. Nobody knows it was me. I'm like a bandit. It's great. I learned that Nelly has some good tunes. Yeah, who would have thought? I know. Probably my favorite Nelly song is Shake Your Tail Feathers, because half of the words are Shake Your Tail Feathers, and then the other half of the words are, this song was in Bad Boys 2. Love it. I told my mom that, and she was like, no, Jake, you've been a fan of Nelly ever since you were a small child, ever since his first hit. You guys know the one. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I, uh-oh. That's fun. Fun stuff is fun. Oh, man. So yeah, I knew Reese was the one, like, way early in our relationship. For my birthday a couple of years back, she got me a bathrobe, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. This guy knows, yeah. Oh, yeah. She wants me to give up, too. And then for her birthday that year, we went up to Seattle. We did all the Seattle shit. We thought about going up in the Space Needle. Then we thought twice about going up in the Space Needle. It's like, what do you get if you go up there? Like, you get a restaurant that's twice as expensive as anything else on the ground. And you get some of the most beautiful views of the Seattle skyline, y'all. Oh, man. Minus the thing that makes it the Seattle skyline. It's a ripoff. We've got tall buildings here. You can just go up in one of those for free. Look west with the tiniest little bit of imagination. It's the exact fucking same. That's all I'm saying. Try it. You'll thank me. So instead, I just got her a slew of shots of Jameson. This was back when she was a drinker. But I got her so many shots of Jameson that we were about a half block away from where we were staying that night. And she Ric Flair flopped into the ground. I'm pretty sure she even went, woo! It was gnarly. She like banged her face up a little bit. She still has a scar on her shoulder. Oh shit, I got her a scar for her birthday. Fuck yeah. Diamonds might be a girl's best friend, but scars are cheaper. Every kiss begins with pain. You're right, maybe she should have gone to Jared. Wedding joke. Awesome. Okay. All right, let's go on to one-liners. I like doing those. Are you guys ready? Cool. I wasn't asking. I guess I was asking. Well, get ready. Okay. Why are so many people holding their hands like this? The answer may shock you. Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay. Why are so many witches gathering in circles at night? It just makes seance. Yes! Crushing it! Oh, man. This one's a new one, and I'm actually pretty happy about it. I was driving by a church the other day, and the sign outside said, "Give thanks to God, for he is good." And I was like, that's pretty cool. Because the way words work, that puts God below Frosted Flakes. Because they're great. That was just a little grammar lesson for y'all. Oh, man. So I invented a new game. It's a cross between golf and billiards, and it will get you kicked out of a pool hall. Oh, silly. Oh, man. I I've been thinking about starting to train for MMA lately. I know, it's hilarious, right? Me? Not because I want to prove how big and strong I am. I just want to find out if buff guys are ticklish too. Yeah. Some people call me a space cowboy. Nobody calls you that, Maurice. That's fun. Oh, God. Okay, so this next joke I think is very funny, but I do have to warn you, I am about to drop an N-bomb. It's cool. Reese said it was fine. It's fine. She's got my back. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hilarity. Oh, that's fun. Did you guys hear about the 65-year-old archaeologist who dated a teenager? I know. It's crazy. Turns out she was almost 2 million years old. It was a huge find for the community. Carbon dating! Yeah! I got kicked out of the zoo last week. I know! Hilarious! Turns out they don't like it when you go from exhibit to exhibit yelling the word yum. Eating animals. Awesome. Okay. Oh, this is a fun one. It's just, you know, if you couldn't tell, I smoke weed. This is one of those like 4 a.m, ripped out of your mind thoughts. Burps are just food ghosts. Yeah! Fun! This is a good time. Do you guys think that sperm tastes so salty because of all the tears of the unborn? Yeah! Are those kids still here? Damn it. I was gonna be mean to them. I wasn't. I was just kidding. If a baby is born in prison and the mother dies during, does that baby earn a teardrop tattoo? Yes! Yes, it does! Trick question. I knew the answer. Oh, man. If you have a dirty enough mind, that song Baby Come Back is filthy. Yeah. Yeah. Fun. Back before the world ended, I found out that the Cleveland Indians rehired a designated hitter by the name of Carlos Santana, which I think is a pretty bold move considering he hasn't had a hit since the 90s. Yeah! Back on top! All right. We're in this together. Okay. I've got a couple more. This is going to be fun. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, man. Okay, well, then I've only got like 2 more. Cool. I'm like a bird. I poop and pee out of the same hole. Cloacas! Awesome! Bird facts. That's how they do it. All right. This last one is also a sing-song thing because I like doing that because that's fun. And it's probably going to ruin your lives. So enjoy. I don't want to close my eyes. I don't want to close my eyes. Don't want to close my eyes. Because I don't want to close my eyes. And even when I close my eyes. Okay, that's enough of that. My name's Jake. Thank you all. Love you.
Jake Myers, everyone. Yeah!
Yeah!
All right, we are down to your final comedian of the night, and he's one of our favorites here in the Boise, Idaho. He's our favorite comic as comics because we're like, what are you saying? I don't care. Just keep talking. Just keep telling me what you're saying, which I feel like you'll also enjoy. He also very bad introductions. I've had beers. He kind of reminds me of Goldilocks of the Three Bears, but he's cuter. Keep it going for Casey Rocket, everybody.
Wait. Sorry I'm late, guys. I did a bunch of speed and broke into Santa's house.
How do you like it, you old sack of shit? But I'm the bigger man, so I snuck away with a flat screen and went home. No violence. Who's with me, guys? I don't want to close my eyes. Other words and Santa Claus. Give me my fucking son back, you old sack of shit. That's right, boys. Santa's real. Can confirm no matter what Brett Haney tells you. The old Grinch who toked Christmas, you old stone sack of shit. He's too long. He's too long. He's too tall and long. It's scary. He's too tall. He's too tall. It's scary. He's scary and tall. He is tall and scary. Brett is tall. Forget it. You know how I know Santa's real? I woke up on Christmas morning and there was a single Oxycontin under the Christmas tree. A little bow on it and everything. He always knows how to make me smile. It was an 80 milligram too. You know Santa's not fucking around with no pussy-ass 40 milligram Oxycontins. You gotta take 2 or 3 to feel it. And then you got the shakies when your brothers are opening their Christmas gifts. That's no Christmas I wanna have. He's too tall. He's too tall. He's too tall. It's really scary to look at. He looked like Slender Man a little bit. My Meemaw taught me a very important lesson. When I went home to Georgia for Christmas, she pulled me aside and she said, Casey, let me tell you something. You can't spell Christmas without crystal methamphetamine. And I took that to heart. And I think she meant it the other way. You can't spell crystal methamphetamine without Christmas. Moral of the story, what? We did crystal. Who's with me, folks? Meemaw, Meemaw. He's too tall. You got to do it. If you don't do it, it's going to be a long night. Haley said I can do an hour and a half tonight. You guys are in for a rude one. I just did a little what? Blow in the bathroom. Who's with me, folks? Oops. Got a little cute on that. Hey, let me give you some of that. Damn, is it Thanksgiving again? Because the hams are out in full force. Who's with me? Oopie daisy. My Meemaw's cool. She fun. Yeah, whatever. We wrapped a bunch of presents. Then we took it upon ourselves after doing crystal to wrap all the presents for everybody in a 6-mile radius. That's the type of people we are. Instead of bows, we just put a pack of Newports on top. Just like how Daddy used to do it. Newport, start them early. There's plenty of oxys to sell. Newport. It's fun. I think the hardest part for the holidays for a lot of people this year was not being able to be with their families. But I think the hardest part for me was when Stana stole my fucking son. Give him back. That's all I want. Just give him back. Why you even want him? He's just a boy. I know his hands are small and good for present making, but I want my goddamn son Damien back, you piece of shit. He's too tall. He's too tall. One person did it. It's catching on like wildfire. If a wildfire was very small and one person chanting, he's too tall. I don't do as much hard drugs as I'd like. But I did do ketamine over quarantine. Who's with me? Where are my 90s kids at? That older gentleman said, yeah, and that's strange. Yeah, Tootski's a K, baby. Little special K, breakfast a champion. You're a strange man, and I like you. Give you a big hug. No, I haven't done drugs in like a long time. And all it took was like one mention of the name ketamine, and I was like, that's fine. It'd been like years, and my buddy, like, we're like sitting on the couch, like doing like sober people stuff, like watching like probably YouTube videos on drugs or something, just thinking about the glory days. And he was like, we should do ketamine. And I was like, yes, to what you said, absolutely. And we got ketamine, and it was fun. Ketamine's a horse tranquilizer, but it's good if you're a human.
Because per capita, you're like, wah, like probably like twice as small as a horse. It like make you real wobble and like also hallucinate and like go night-night with your eyes open, which is really fun. The old snooze walk, hit him with the Crabmans. Y'all like that? Hour and a half left. Get with it. So I was like, yeah, we'll get some Snorteroonies. And we bought some. And I've never even told this story on stage, but I was like, whatever. It's probably funny. Maybe not. I don't give a shit. But we did a snort ski, and I was like, that felt good. And so I kind of like, that was like not very eventful. And I waited a couple days, and I was like, you know, I think ketamine can just be like a casual thing for me. Like a little ketamine on the weekend to take the steam off, you know? Ketamine's my version of 2 Miller Lights, but it's just hardcore narcotics. As I described, it's just literally going to sleep with your eyes still open. I'm like, maybe just one toot. It is Sunday. So I waited a couple days, and it was like 4 or 5 a.m. My girlfriend's sleeping. And I was like, well, one tootaroonie can't hurt my little baby body, right? It can't hurt at all. This kid's going to love that story. And so I was like, I put a little toot. I was like, a little toot, we'll chill out, and then I'll go to bed. And the whole bag dumped out. And I think there's times to be an adult. And there's times to be a fucking hero. And I was like, this is time for the latter. I'm going to be a fucking legend right now. Keep in mind, I'm went by myself, right? It's like 5 a.m. on a Tuesday. And that's prime ketamine time. There's no right time to do ketamine, you know? Even on your birthday, everybody's like, are you really going to do K right now? We're at Ruby Tuesdays, you piece of shit. Bro, just go to the chocolate fountain like a normal person. No, thank you. 2-hand snort. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to just do the whole bag and just experiment on myself. And so I do a big rip, and it hurt a lot. Like, it felt like salt. Like, it hurt more than I had remembered it hurting. And almost immediately, like, there was no, like, womp womp. It was like, oh, no. Like, I'm about to revisit some trauma. Like, like, damn, I'm about to think about my stepdad for sure. Like, this is going from like 6 to midnight. This isn't even gonna be fun. This is gonna be fucking spiritual. And I felt it, and my girlfriend's asleep. Like, the whole world is asleep, but me, little fucking ketamine crab, just sitting in my fucking living room. Slight tremor to my body because I'm about to shoot off to fucking Mars. And I was like, in my head, it starts hitting you like immediately, and I was like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go hide. So I gotta go hide. That's a good thought. I should leave the sanctity of my living room and just go hide somewhere. 5 in the morning, a little bit chilly, probably in the 40s. I'm in shorteroonies. I don't know if y'all call them shorteroonies. Me and all my friends do. It's pretty cool. And I was like, I'm gonna go hide. And there's not a lot of janitor closets like in the wilderness. It's just wilderness. And I got like 10 steps out of my apartment. I got no shoes on. And I was like, I'm just gonna go hide in the stairwell. And the good thing about stairwells is they're great for hiding at night, but about 7 a.m., it's a major walkway. And I think I'd underestimated, because if you do ketamine, normally, like a normal human amount, it's like 15 minutes. Like, it goes away really quick, but it turns out if you do like 12 doses at once, and you do the math, you're in it for about 3-4 hours, big dog. And the stairway is quickly gonna not become a safe haven. It's gonna be a full-on expose of your weird ketamine physique. And like no socks, just a boy lost and fucking look like Home Alone. Except no fun and no Joe Pesci, just a boy on drugs. And so I'm in the stairway, and I just start like going in and out of consciousness. Like, I went back in time, and which is pretty fucking dope. And I don't know if y'all ever do that. But I went back in time and I was playing Little League Baseball and I went and tapped myself on the shoulder and I turned around and I was like, oh, and it was me as I was older and me as a child. I was like, oh, and then I snapped out of it and I went, so, which is like, it was no longer a chill event. It was like, we're fucking Donnie Darko right now. Like, we are time traveling for sure. An airplane might come down. I don't know if y'all remember that movie, but that is funny if you've seen it. And so I did a little screech, and I don't know if this happened or if it was in my brain, but I think it happened. A man came out who lived at the bottom of the staircase, a little staircase troll, but a human regular man. And I was the troll in this scenario, but in my mind I'm like, troll, spooky troll. And he came out, and at this point I'd forgotten human language, so I was like, and I remembered the screech I just did, which felt good, like in my chest, like it felt good to do a screech. So I was like, everybody screech when they talk. So the guy was like, what are you doing? And I just went, and then my girlfriend found me there like an hour later, and she was upset. And that is the punchline. Thank you so much. I'm Casey Rocket. Have a good night.
Keep it going for Casey Rocket. Thank you. We will have a pop quiz on what he said tonight underneath your chairs. Please fill it out. He's too tall. I agree. Fight with your neck, Brett Haney. I can do comedy. It's not that hard. Honk, beep, honk, honk, beep. I have to do that. I hate that he's successful and I'm not. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. Thanks for staying for the comedy show. Thank you from everyone watching from home. Hopefully after COVID's done, we'll have a great big party in September to celebrate her more because, you know, one birthday is not enough for this girl. I'm just kidding. That was a bad joke. Okay. Honk, beep, honk, 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 beep, 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 honk. He's too tall. Yeah, thank you, comedians. Here. Make sure you guys get food. Make sure you guys take the wonderful place settings home with you so you can enjoy some flowers. Mariah's favorite flower is a sunflower, so please take that home and enjoy it. Think of her. Plant some more sunflowers. There's not enough in this world. That being said, I'm going to turn the music back on and we'll clean this up. Make sure we tip the bar staff, and thank you guys. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, the Lounge Landlords, for hosting us. Truly. All right. That's all I have to say. And one last note to go out on. He's too tall. All right. Goodbye. Love you all.